It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are watching another episode and the last episode of The Expanse.
Oh God.
Season 6, Episode 6, Babylon's Ashes. This is the series finale, Nate. The series finale, question mark? Like, I guess maybe someday they could bring it back, but this is the most current episode.
Yep. This is the last episode that they've made
And
so
as
far.
far as we know, there are no intentions to currently make more. So, yeah, we made it all the way here. We missed the X-ray bonus content, but
Sorry, everyone.
we saw everything that was officially part of the season, so that's fine with me.
We may possibly go back and
Yeah,
watch
we could
those,
probably
but
find it as some extra
Yeah.
Expanse content later, yeah. I don't want to leave everybody hanging. But yeah, we have lots to follow up on in this last episode. We've got the strange dogs over on Laconia, and they're repairing things, and I think people might have kind of spoiled it in the comments again. It wouldn't be the end of our Expanse run without the comments kind of
Yes,
spoiling things
of
one
course.
more time. So, we were speculating that maybe the strange dogs were like the proto-molecule builders, right? Like those are the aliens who
Yep.
made it, and this is the whole payoff thing. And then some people in the comments were comparing them to the Keepers in Mass Effect,
Okay.
and saying that they're more like organic, like repair systems.
Got
you know,
it.
like
Okay.
they were fixing things. They fixed the dead bird. They fixed the little drone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They fix stuff. That's what they're there. And like, stands to reason the people on Laconia would have, like, these things are really outgoing to that little girl and stuff.
Yep.
They would have seen these things if they were just around, but they've only been activated since the proto-molecule got there
Oh,
a
okay.
couple weeks
All
ago.
right.
So yeah, they're maybe part of that system as well. Maybe we weren't supposed to know that yet. Maybe we'll learn that this episode.
Yeah.
Someone in the comments kind of explained that. So yeah.
I guess we'll find out if we were gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But beyond that, we have Marco Anaros and his whole craziness and everything.
He's still alive. Yeah.
Because
But I
Holden let
think-
him live.
I think he's gonna not be alive by the end of this.
So who's going to unalive him? Is it going to be Philip or Drummer or Naomi or Holden?
There's so many people who want him dead. I'm putting my money on Philip.
They could all hold hands together. And then, so like, okay, so you have one of them hold the gun in his head with your finger on
Yep.
the trigger, and then you all hold hands, and then you take a little battery with like a rod on the end, and you touch the finger of the other one, so the
Yep.
charge goes through everyone, and it
And
squeezes
makes
the
it-
guys, you know, this is...
That would be.
That's my prediction for what's going to happen this episode.
Very weird. But
It's like taking your junior high class to the science museum where they shock everybody, you know, and you hold hands. It's that thing, but with a gun. I just want everybody to get to do it.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
It would.
It's-
That was
they
really
just all hold the
stupid.
gun together and like stack their fingers on top of each other
Yes.
to pull the trigger.
No, in all seriousness, though, yeah.
I think it's probably going to be Philip. That would be the best payoff in my
Narratively,
opinion.
that makes the most
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
So my question for you right now is, what do you think we're not going to get closure on by the end of this?
The proto-molecule
Yeah, the true
is the
nature
big
of the
one.
proto-molecule.
Exactly, like who built it or why the rings are, you know, like... They're not going to give you closure the way that, like, a producer would say we need closure on this if you
Right.
turned in a Hollywood script about the proto-molecule and it makes the ring gates and stuff like that. Like, if
Yeah.
it was one movie, you know, it's not going to have that kind of a closure at the end of it. But that's because the book series goes on for 3 more, and who knows if the book series even ends with closure on that topic. It might be introduced
Yeah.
as, like, the nature of that kind of question is it's something you can't know. It's just
Right,
so
yeah, I
old
mean-
and from so many eons ago, it's unknowable.
Which is kind of fine for me, even though I want to know. If we don't find out, that's okay, because
Yeah.
it was just an element in here that just was always in here,
Yeah.
and then that's just what it is.
It's the kind of thing where it makes perfect sense to say this is unknowably old or unknowably far away.
Right, yeah. And I also think that how Earth ends up is going to be something that we're not going to fully know. We're not going to, we're not going to get that
Right, I mean, how...
dreamy scene at the very end where, like, all the plants are growing back and, like, people have,
Even seeing that isn't really in how Earth ends up, you know? I mean, short of
Yeah.
the extinction of all life, what is a how Earth ends up?
That's
It's
a good
always
point,
going to
yeah.
roll on to another day and more story, you know?
Yeah, it's a good point.
I hope it doesn't get to the extinction of all life. That would be bad.
I mean, it seems like that's kind of... they're coming up with some solutions, but it seems like pretty grim.
It's
right
going
now.
towards definitely, I would say, a mass extinction for sure.
Yep.
But extremophiles and some life will persevere through this phase, and then it will rebuild into a new form next time.
Uh-huh.
Life is very old, and there's
is.
been mass extinctions before.
There's even been asteroids hitting the planet before, and
That's right.
here we are.
Didn't we talk about dinosaur belters at some time
yes, we
earlier
did.
in this season? Not season, I mean in this show.
In the show, yes, we did.
Trying to think back on all the weird stuff we saw over the course of this show, Nate.
The show's been all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the first scene was her floating in a room, just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Do you remember our first video where we failed to film correctly the first time we
Yeah,
watched the episode? And so
absolutely,
the video is the second or third time we watched it because we didn't know what we were doing yet. And here we are a year and a half later and we still don't really know what we're
Yep.
doing.
We still do that sometimes.
It only happened one other time all throughout the Expanse. So that was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Should we get into this last episode here? We're putting it off because we don't want it to be over.
Jeez. Yeah, okay, let's do it.
All right. We have a Patreon down there. You know that. We say that every time. Let's watch The Expanse.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that. Just run off.
I'm okay.
Scared the hell out of
Sorry,
me.
I didn't mean to.
What did you do with
They're not going to be happy with what you did.
No.
The dogs fixed him.
Dogs, what are you talking about?
Where's your brother?
This is the worst way to say this.
Yeah. Oh, God. This is the beginning of a horror movie.
Always move it all wrong, too.
Whatever the hell you are, get out of here!
Stop it! It's Nance!
No, baby, it's not. It can't be. Your brother's gone.
Oh, God! No!
Oh, okay. We don't just cut him right away. That's not the solution.
Okay.
Now is he going to attack you?
Yeah.
Daddy!
Duh. That would be so unsettling.
Just don't open that.
Kara! Just keep talking, we're almost there!
Wait, she didn't leave voluntarily?
Oh. What?
Oh,
Wait,
she tricked him?
If I die, the dogs will fix me.
Yeah, but
Not a good
do you
look.
want that?
Ooh, it's growing.
Free Navy is using standard.
That can't be it, can
I
it?
know. I think that's it.
While the combined fleet moves into position to engage the Free Navy, the Rossi will be on a hard burn to get here.
We will rendezvous with an old ice hauler, the Giambattista, which will be transporting a heavily armed assault team.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll take the control bunker, turn the guns on Medina, and force them to surrender.
And if any Free Navy ships get past the main fleet action and come through the ring behind us, we'll use their own guns to blow them straight to hell.
Well, that is certainly...
It's a very optimistic plan.
You're such a fucking optimist.
Yep.
It's a miracle.
That's what we said.
you lived this long.
Well, they just gave us the whole plan for the whole episode in the first couple minutes, so
Yeah,
we
it's not gonna
both
go
know,
like that,
yeah.
though. Intro for the final time.
Jeez.
Come on, Philip. Today's your day. Kill your father. Kill your father.
Don't get your hopes up.
I can always whip up some red kibble in a pinch.
Oh, God, please don't. I'm hungry. I'm not that hungry.
Everybody does not like that stuff.
Yeah.
Look at this. All our
Yeah.
friends eating together for the last time.
I think that's probably it for pleasantries in this episode, though.
Mm-hmm.
If we kill it first, we can make the rest surrender or run.
Oh, we're not letting the freighter on. A fat prize. If we cannot kill Marco ourselves, happy to take what is his.
I wish there were more episodes that had this guy in them.
Yeah, right. He's so cool. He was here for such a short time.
Apparently the Telltale game is about Drummer. So.
Oh, okay.
All ships, this is Drummer. Whoever is targeting the freighter, disengage. Concentrate all fire on the frigate.
Does she have people within her own fleet that aren't fighting true?
Interesting.
Direct hit, alright.
The other ships aren't falling back to protect it.
He's not on it.
It's not even
It's a trap!
returning fire.
It's not returning fire.
Sector 123, checking.
Warthog A systems read.
Stand by for firing.
It's a trick ship. It's a facade.
Power plates away.
Damn.
They're gonna kill everyone. Drummer's dead. Everyone's dead.
Seems like that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Jesus.
Cut toss. Broadside to incoming. All guns, free fire.
Dude.
How do you
His
feel
ship
about
is so
sparing
scary.
him now, James?
Oh,
You spared him and this happened.
I know. That was the most ridiculous thing in the whole series, in my opinion.
All ships, this is Drummer. Disengage. Collect survivors and rejoin the fleet if you can. Leave the Pella to me.
This is kind of such
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. How can you still chase him?
We can still catch him.
Reactor willow below.
That will help.
What? Suicide mission.
Yeah. Oh
Damn,
no!
dude.
I like that guy.
Whoa.
What did we just see? Something swiped across and stopped her ship?
We're losing drive 3.
Balance thrusters. Kill drives 3 and 1.
Oh,
On it. I'll
he
shut
got
down
in the
drive
way of
3
his ship, I think. I don't know. I missed that. But
But
they got damaged somehow.
Drummer's dead?
No.
Is it bad? Am I hit?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
you hit.
She needs help.
Nope.
Is that the last push, Philip? Not yet?
Smart. And only, what, 3 of them have anybody in them? Is that what's happening? Okay. So far, so good.
Yeah.
The burning reaction backs like crazy. The landing's gonna be brutal. At least we're giving them a chance to land.
Damn.
Yeah, well.
We can't slow down.
If we don't, we'll melt the core.
If we slow down, we're dead.
I'll fix it.
Okay.
Here we go. Save everybody.
Yep. Time to activate those implants.
One last time.
One last time.
I know what to do.
What?
Carissa!
What?
Come on.
Looks like she got nailed in the face with something, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Targeting and combat rays on Medina around assault team. You are clear to land.
Carissa's not answering her phone. I'm going to the reactor.
Is somebody down there? Could that be it?
Jesus. I mean, it looked like she got shot in the face.
I didn't use my mods. Just a ratchet strap and some elbow grease. I'm gonna earn my keep.
Wait, so she fixed it?
I guess so. She fixed it while she was knocked out from whatever random thing hit her in the face.
This is pretty fantastical.
Yeah.
What's happening to Amos?
I think this shot is supposed to be capturing just how disorienting this whole situation would be. I don't think he even knows what's up and what's down anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No friggin' way.
Awesome.
Okay.
Amazing.
This is the final mission in a Mass Effect game.
Mm-hmm. The first one. Outside of the Citadel.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
We gotta get some of this fire off our position.
Bravo, we need to push.
They got a sniper?
Or something.
Yeah. Oh. We got bad guys dropping in.
I'll see what I can do with countermeasures. Try to blind the Revlon's targeting systems. Give me a sec.
How's Clarissa?
She made it.
gonna need air.
There's a lot going on here.
Yes.
Get control of those guns.
I don't like their odds right now.
No, their odds are not good.
I'd rather get shot in the front than the back.
Me too.
I'd rather
Or
neither
not,
of you
or
get
not.
shot.
Yeah. We could. Is this gonna? Is getting shot gonna solve anything?
Spanish is on the Draper! Draper! What the fuck are you doing?
She's gonna Leroy Jenkins this shit.
Yep. That's right. She's got the Iron Man suit.
She's Master Chief.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, sweet. I said Iron Man suit, but I didn't know how accurate that was.
Mm-hmm. Kablamo!
It worked!
We love it. You love to see it.
Love to see it.
No, Bobby. No!
Oh, I mean, the suit can't survive forever.
No, 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 no. Draper's not dying.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Nice.
He doesn't have any, like, oh no.
I got you,
I'm kind of not okay with either one of these people dying.
Yeah, this is not good.
Is it over?
Which one of them died?
Neither
Oh, okay,
one.
never mind.
The Rocinante is here to save the day.
We lost the guns.
No, so they can't turn them on Medina.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah. At least they don't work anymore.
In regard to your request for additional armaments, your request is denied. Any further communications will be refused, and any ships...
Okay. So he just doesn't get proto-molecule stuff.
You're on your own. Hoy dang, Baltalora.
Well.
Burn!
He's not gonna like that.
I want the plan to repair and restart the railgun reactors, ready to go the moment we recapture Medina.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah, everyone's morale's not looking so hot.
Yeah, after they took a beating like that.
We have been bloodied. But they have been broken.
He's a good speech giver.
And when
He shouldn't have a grin on his face right now, though, you know? He's not reading the room. I don't think they're buying it this time.
This is mutiny time.
our long struggle will finally be over.
Blam!
They're gonna space
right in
him.
the back of the head. Yeah,
He has to get spaced.
They're surrounding him. Mm.
Oh, it's working?
Yeah, unbelievable.
I thought it wasn't working. I was so hopeful.
Kill your father! Kill your father! Oh, okay.
ADCs are at 60%. Enough railgun rounds for a few good salvos.
As long as we try to kill Marco, I'm in.
You're definitely going to do that.
This time, really, Holden?
Yeah.
Are we going to definitely do that this
Do you
time?
feel responsible for any of this?
Oh. Some of the ships just
We might be able to trigger the ring entities.
separated. Oh, here we go.
This could put an end to Marco once and for all.
Wake up an unknown alien force to kill one man.
Yeah.
Could have just done it with a missile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not that long ago. Oh yeah, all this stuff still. Did it work?
Well, they're heading right into it now.
Yeah, do they not see what's happening?
I don't think they can stop. Yeah, veer off.
Oh
no. Wow, well.
Okay.
Maybe we're gonna find out what happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's on the other side? No, I don't know. He seems pretty dead.
Is Philip on that ship?
Yep.
We didn't see him though. But there's
That's a
nowhere
good
else
point.
for him to have
Yeah.
gone. There's no,
No,
like,
he was
this
on
is
the
the
ship.
Expanse. You can't zip-zop about in outer space. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. And after all that, she's the one who killed him.
Her performance here is so heartbreaking, and that scream was so heartbreaking. Jesus. This core cast have made these characters so vivid over the course of this show.
The United Nations, Mars, and the Belt have formed a new authority to administer trade to the ring colonies. Old enemies.
Call it the United Systems Alliance, the USA.
Inside the rings.
It has a nice ring to it, huh?
An authority with 2 inner votes and only 1 for the belt isn't sharing power, it's a puppet show.
I take great offense to that. You have no
Prime
right.
Minister.
It's a fair perspective.
Yep.
We have a vote, so long as we can always be voted down.
Easy, we're just talking here.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Yep. She has a very good point.
You cannot expect us to reward them.
What I expect is for you to reward me. And every last
Yeah.
belter who took up arms against
She really stuck out her neck for you.
I give you my word that you and your people will be represented. Equal status and dignity.
Words are cheap.
Why is your word enough for me and mine not enough?
Yeah.
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 Very
She's making a
straightforward
good point.
question.
You don't really trust them. And if we can't find a way to trust each other at this point, I doubt we ever will.
He's bringing it all home.
I think Belter should have the control of the ring.
What if this transport union
Yeah, it's an interesting
an
question.
independent agency based on Medina station, headed by someone with no allegiances? It would have to be a unanimous choice of Earth, Mars, and the Belt, of course. A person above reproach.
Is it going to be Holden?
Seems like it.
With a history of working honorably with all sides.
And whose name is James Holden.
James, it's time for you to make history. Again.
Again? Okay.
I might be open to it. With certain assurances that would have to be guaranteed in writing.
All right, Holden, there you go. King of the universe.
This union will allow us to use the rings safely and share their benefits with all.
You said he would die.
Well,
it's not over yet.
Or be king of the universe.
I insisted on a few conditions. One of them was that Kamina Drummer would be vice president.
All right.
My first official acts will define not only me, but the transport union itself. This new union is going to be a critical part of our future.
He's going to set everything right in the whole system right now.
As my first official act, as president of the transport union, I resign.
What?
The future of the Belt has to speak with a Belter's voice, and in that spirit, I'm proud to introduce the new president of the transport union, Kamina Drummer.
Hey. What a wacky bait and switch. What a way to do that.
Like this
at the podium.
This is like just lost so much credibility.
Yeah, that's how that works,
that's
right?
Like immediately gonna, yeah.
You duplicitous little shit.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
The two of you planned this. You were negotiating in bad faith.
Yeah, he sure was.
It was the only way to secure the peace. The only way we all move forward together.
This is going to secure peace, you think?
You know it.
Yeah, this seems like...
How many people now call her an illegitimate leader? You know?
Yeah, exactly. No, she just lost all legitimacy.
I hope you're right.
Why couldn't they have just worked together? A representative from Earth and a representative from the Belt controlling this thing would have been the perfect.
I hope I did the right thing.
You did.
In a very flashy and possibly destructive way.
Yes.
Someone else's life gets better.
Did Philip escape somehow?
And for you to feel good about yourself.
He just...
Yes, he did.
Oh my god.
Philip is alive.
And we still don't know what happened to that part of molecule sample. Sooner or later we're gonna have to do it.
Let's just stay.
Can we not be on a life or death mission, please?
Right, just for a second. Time for a nap.
They're a very sweet couple.
Yes, they are. I'm glad neither of them are dead.
Me too. This is a much more happily ever after ending than I thought we'd get for this show.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like, keep flying.
Yeah. For the moment, though.
That's the life they live. Keep flying another day.
Yep.
Outer
Damn,
space. And the TV says, you liked The Expanse, why not watch Zoolander?
It's pretty much the same thing.
Zoolander's a great movie, Nate.
Yes, it is. Different tone.
A little different.
So
well, it's over.
Yeah. That's crazy. And, I mean, there is kind of a happily ever after thing. This happened a few seasons ago, too, when they prevented the giant rock, the protomolecule rock from hitting Earth. And there was like a little bit of time where they were kind of just, everything was chill for a while.
But that had everything growing on Venus, and now we have everything growing on Laconia. So.
Yep. And we have, you know, maybe the big bad guy's dead, but there's still splintered factions of that same, you know, they'll probably strike again. There's the war's never
We haven't
over,
eradicated evil from existence.
No.
No. Still bad guys. Always gonna be bad guys.
Always gonna be bad guys. I just, you know, I like Drummer. But just, I think that having everyone kind of make the communal decision was a better way to go.
Yeah.
You can even be like, I know that there's concern that I as an inner will favor, that's why I'm taking Drummer on as my like lead consultant, or like, you know, they've seen, I think a lot of people in the solar system would trust Holden to make like, they don't, it's not because he's an inner or like on anybody's side, it's like he will make a reasonable decision kind of, and that having a consultant from the belt just to even things out would be like more than enough for everyone to be satisfied.
Definitely. I also worry that the approach he took would get undone by other bureaucracy. They'd be like, Drummer as VP was a deal that came with him as the leader.
Yeah.
If he's stepping down, we're rescinding that, you know?
Right.
I don't know.
She's not, so if you're not even going to spend you're not even going to spend a grand total of 30 seconds in this position, then we're going to have to rethink our inks here and bring everyone back to the table and do this all over again without you.
Exactly.
Which is, you know, just going to, I feel like just devolve back into, but I think that what's implied is that that's not what ends up happening, but that's what I think would end up happening in like a real world situation.
I wonder if there are any real examples where a leader has like immediately stepped down for the purpose of getting their successor installed.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm thinking about like, you know, an American presidential election where like a very popular candidate gets like, but has like a maybe less popular vice president situation, you know, and then once like the moment they take office, they just like, and I'm stepping down, and this much less popular person is like, or this person with visibly ulterior motives that you thought I'd be able to kind of keep in check is now completely in charge and I'm out.
Right.
Would be, that would feel like very dissatisfying to the sort of
the body politic, I think.
Yes,
is the
exactly.
word for that.
Exactly. Yeah, it just feels like it's destabilizing. But, you know, also, I feel like the idea that Holden had is that he trusts Drummer to do like a fair and honest job about it.
And it's a crowd-pleasing ending, you know, because the audience loves Drummer. We love Drummer. Right. We feel like she deserves to be in charge. So it's nice to put her in charge.
She's put the work in, but so is Holden. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm fine with it. Yeah. I just, you know, upon thinking about it for a little while, it's...
Especially this show's commitment to realism. It feels more of a TV thing to do than a realism thing to do.
Right.
Did Marco's ending feel a little abrupt to you? Just kind of, and he's dead. He crashed into the thing and he's dead.
I needed to see... I would like to have seen something a little bit more... with more of a lead-up to that. Because, I mean, they did give us, like, little bits of this, like, other, like... force that's like being awakened, this alien force that's being awakened that can make people disintegrate. They planted that seed way early on.
Yeah.
And didn't really touch it and gave so many, it's like the honestly, I don't even know if this is a good comparison to make, but it's like Who Shot Mr. Burns?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like there's so many people that it would be satisfying to have seen be the one to have shot Mr. Burns, which is a Simpsons 2-parter episode.
Everybody knows. You don't have to explain that.
Maybe not everybody, but it turns out it's the baby.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of like the baby doesn't, like Maggie didn't have anything to do with any of this.
Exactly.
You know? Like,
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's that like out of left field,
but that's a comedy, and this is serious.
Yeah. And I feel like it's hard to have him like have Holden choose to use that as a weapon in this episode, and then have that not have any like consequence. Like I feel like that choice should have negative consequences that need unpacking over the course of a long time, and they maybe do in later books and stuff. That's what happened in the books too. But yeah, it feels like that's just a weird thing to have him choose in the very last episode without anything coming from that choice other than just victory, you know?
Yeah, it seemed like the implication was that like awakening these things is going to cause more chaos. And in the act of trying to damper the chaos that's already happening, they awakened it.
And it was just good for us.
Immediately, just ended up being fine, which, you know, maybe is an open thing for like if they ever bring the show back, like these things being woken up could definitely play a part, and then we could have like, instead of it being your same old run-of-the-mill proto-molecule all over again, it could be kind of like this new thing that's like introduced. It's like also an alien force. It's like a little different.
And the question is, are those the proto-molecule builders?
Yeah.
Or are those the things that killed the proto-molecule builders?
Right. Yeah.
It seems like there was already two sides of a conflict that went on.
So it'd be interesting to see the carnage to the venom of the situation in some later episode.
Like
I don't
90s
know.
Spider-Man villains, Carnage Venom?
Yes, yes.
I see.
Sorry. It was maybe unclear, but I was just thinking the blue one, then the red one that's like scarier.
Right,
and
yeah,
like
that makes sense. Okay, I'm with you. And the strange dogs, Laconia stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't get a ton of closure on that.
That was another like potential continuation of the story where like it was almost like, you know, because we had the guy looking up into the sky at the protomolecule structure at the beginning of the episode and kind of seeing it getting activated, and like because of what happened with the kid being like reanimated seemed to have been like some sort of piece of that whole puzzle that was like being put into motion. And then he on screen, you know, talking to Marco and just being like, okay, you were a good distraction for a minute.
But you're out.
But you're out.
Yeah.
So that's almost like in the next season, that's going to be the conflict.
Right. Well, and I'm remembering people saying in the comments that the story continues a generation later. Like it skips like a couple decades.
Cool.
And so...
Which would be very interesting to see. I would love to see more of this show.
And if whatever's happening out on that planet takes that long, then that's why it skips that time, because that's the next relevant piece, you know?
So maybe the final thing that I would like to say is that over the course of this, there's a couple of points that were like disappointing or dissatisfying, but compared to the mass of things that I loved about this show, like it can't all just be home runs all the time, you know? And I would say with a 98.99 batting average for like awesome storytelling, awesome characters, like great, just
the
like
production design the whole way through was so amazing. The spaceships and all that is like inside and out. It was just always fantastic, top notch.
The dedication to like realism to a degree that like I feel like most shows would eventually just be like, nah, fuck it. Like,
this is too much of a pain in the ass for us to write around this. We need something easier, is what they would say.
Yeah.
This show did not care about that. Nope. They asked, how would it work? And that's what they did. I
totally understand why people kind of look at this show and as like kind of like an A plus sci-fi epic
Absolutely.
TV show.
And so the audience knows, we are not finishing with this series. I am doing the audiobooks currently. I'm going as quickly as I can, but I have, you know, it's hard to fit them in, but I'm a little more than a third of the way through the first book. So when I finish that book, we'll be discussing it. And then I'm going to go forward with those and try to do all the audiobooks. And when the Telltale video game comes out this year, we're going to try to do a playthrough of that as well, if we can make that happen. So let us know if you're interested in that in the comments. And I think the poll has definitively decided that we're following this show up with Andor from Star Wars.
Okay.
So, yeah. stay tuned for that as well, I guess, is the other thing, because we're going to be watching Andor next. Star Wars. R2-D2.
Star Wars.
Yeah. Anything else
Which
about
is
the
another
Expanse?
thing. I know nothing about Andor.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, all right, so that's going to be fresh for us again.
Lots of fresh, fun reactions, but yeah, thanks Screaming Firehawks for watching along the Expanse this year and a half with us. This has been a lot of fun. This show's been fantastic, and it's been really great to meet all you guys. I hope you stick around for what's coming up next. So yeah, I think until next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets. Bye-bye.